Hello everyone, I am Melinda NailFanatic. This is our October the 3rd, 2017 Love, Peace, and Happiness Daily Tarot Reading. I got a message from one of my clients this morning, somebody who nearly caught my heart very quickly. This young lady asked me, how do I stay on a high vibration? How do I keep myself flying high? And I just do it. I mentally make that choice over and over and over again. And then when the situation puts my vibration at risk, my high vibration reaches a point where something, a situation or a circumstance is happening, I immediately start counting my blessings and start picking the situation apart for the diamonds inside, for how the situation is working out for me. So, I remember that situations and circumstances are temporary, that none of the situations and circumstances we live are permanent. Everything is constantly changing, and that it's in my journey for a reason. There's something from everything that comes to me that is working out for my good. I'm the child of the Creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be, which is all that is. So everything that comes to me, no matter what package it's delivered in, is working out blessings for me. And I just keep thinking about this day. It was insane. So I had, this was probably a couple years ago, I had a new cell phone. I dropped it, broke the screen, took it, got it fixed. The next day, something was loose with the screen, so I had to take it back and have it fixed again. They fixed that. Then I get to my studio. I have a surprise visitor walk in the door when I was unexpected and unprepared for a visitor to show up. And it kind of shocked me a little bit to where I dropped my phone and shattered the entire screen again. And so, needless to say, my initial reaction was, what the fuck is going on? And then I started to pick that situation apart, because at the time, I mean, I had the money to fix my phone again, but I would have rather at the time paid my bills with it. So my initial reaction was, you know, here we go again. I have to spend more money on this phone, right? And then I remembered that I'm the child of the Creator of all that ever is, was, would be, or could be. When I remembered that, I reflected on how all things created were created in a beautiful state, and everything that comes to me in a beautiful state. So I said, well, how is this working out something beautiful for me? Because I would have rather done something else with the money. And I literally had this conversation out loud with myself, very similar to how you're about to hear it now. I wanted to use that money for something else. This is really upsetting to me right now, but I know that this is working out for me. So how is this working out for me? Well, apparently the money that I thought I was going to use for something else needs to be used for this. Maybe when I go back over there to have my phone fixed the third time in 2 days, that it's going to stimulate some sort of conversation that's going to have a positive effect on somebody that I don't even know about. Maybe there's somebody I need to meet that I'm going to bump into there. Maybe this is a test of me trusting in my financial flow to see if I believe that I can afford to do the things that I need to do in my life. Maybe this is happening for me because the phone is not that important. Yes, that's how I do my business and stuff like that, but the phone really is inconsequential. This is just a simple thing that is going to allow me to have more money to put in this situation. And what does it really mean? What it really means is that since I have to use this money that I had planned to use for important necessities of life, like bills, since I have to use it to take care of this phone again, I see that what this really means is there's more money that wants to come to me. So Love Source God must immediately have some solutions available for me. And if I use this money to take care of my immediate need, which is to be in communication with the world, then the money's going to come back to me. And so in reality, I have a surprise visitor now. I have my business is working out. My family is working out. I'm healthy. More money is coming to me all the time. And just because I'm going to put all this into making sure this phone is good and operational, that I know I have more coming to me. And so no matter what the situation is, I just start counting my blessings. The situation with my sister as well, it has put me in that same place again. How is this working out a blessing for me? Well, even though the girl sat up here and talk about me for an hour, and it was all slander and lies and spoken from a place of hate and anger, it allowed her to speak. At least she's speaking and allowing herself to hear the words that need to come out of her mouth in regards to our relationship. And I am okay. I know better. I know my truth. I know what I really am. What she thinks I am is of no consequence to what I really am. I'm opening a channel of communication. I am allowing for the situation to be resolved. Yeah? So when you have situations that come up that you feel puts you in a place where your high vibration is at risk, you still have great power in the situation. As long as you own your power, as long as you choose what you're going to do in that moment and how your reaction will be. Will you simply react, or will you react decisively? And every time I deal with a challenge, I remind myself that challenges are just more ways for me to show myself how fucking awesome I am, as they are for you. Challenges exist to show us how amazing we are. If you didn't have those challenges, you would not know what you were able of accomplishing, what you were able to get through, what you were able to do. Whether those challenges are people's suicides, illnesses, financial flow, health issues, you still have blessings to count. And when you make those blessings more important than the challenge, then the challenge is nothing but a lesson. And when you find skills in picking apart the obstacles, the challenges, the difficulties, and the pains to search for the blessings within, you have to be the best investigator of your divine state at all times through those situations. That's what behooves you. That's what's in your best interest. And if you choose to do that, you'll always find it. And it will solidify your knowing and your experience of your true nature as a divine child of the Creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. And that is what behooves you more than all things else. It can help you get through any challenge. So whatever you're going through today, just stop. You're angry. Yes, I understand you get angry when things happen. That's honorable that you recognize your anger. First, recognize your anger. To be able to move out of anger, you have to recognize, hey, I'm pissed the fuck off right now. However, and then you start to talk yourself into what your truth really is. Your truth is anger is just momentary. Your truth is the situation, no matter how drastic it seems, is just momentary. The truth is, no matter what, there's a blessing in all things. And the truth is, if you can become the master investigator of how that's true, you're going to see them, and you're going to allow them to work for you, okay? So there you go, sis. I remembered to say it on video. You don't have to remind me. I told her, remind me to talk about it when I get on live in a few minutes, and I did not need a reminder because it was the first thing I wanted to discuss with you here today. So for October 3rd, 2017, I am going to See, what is the word of clarity, love source God, that is to be spoken today, to be focused upon for our highest, lightest, and brightest good, for our overall love, peace, and health, wealth, and happiness today, love source God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I was up last night till about 5 in the morning. Man, I got a call at 1 in the morning. I had a client come in at 2:30 a.m. I was up all night, guys. It's a beautiful life when you can get in flow with the energy, in the harmony of the energy in your life. It's going to do amazing things for you. It will give you the energy and vitality to do more than you ever thought you could in a day. It's amazing. If you're here with me live today at this time as we're broadcasting live this beautiful afternoon for most of us on October 3rd, give this video a thumbs up. If you've already given the video a thumbs up, put one in the comments for me, okay? Let's get into the word of clarity for today is reluctance. Reluctance, and the underlying support for the reluctance is moving. Reluctance to walk away was exactly the first thing that I heard when I saw the word reluctance, and then moving comes out. So there's something that you've got to walk away from that you're reluctant about. For example, my sister. Do you think I want to move away from the relationship with my sister? Absolutely not. I have one sibling that is truly mom, dad, grew up with, all that. But the situation is such that it calls for me to move away. There is a little bit of reluctance, but it is what it is. Thank you, Lakia. Thank you so much. But the situation is what it is. It behooves me to walk away. There's a little bit of reluctance in walking away, but the reluctance is only because of the response of the other. And so there's some things that it's a challenge to walk away from. And right now, just as on a nation as a whole, there's a challenge to walk away from these situations of violence, you know, and people are like, why is this going on? And it's time for us to move our vibration, to move our motivations, to move our reasons for being, for loving into a higher vibration. Somebody has to move right now, and you really don't want to move. But as far as residence, or job, I'm hearing, and even with these relationships, but you're being brought to a situation where you need to move so that you can move on to what you truly deserve, to what you have in your vortex of blessings that is manifesting for you. We have to let go of what no longer serves us to make room to hold on to that which does serve us, okay? If you're watching this video now, give it a thumbs up. Everybody is not listening. That would be nice if you would. I'm here doing this for you. I ask one favor. Give it a thumbs up. Why not? If you like it enough to watch it, you should like it enough to put a thumbs up on it. Okay, this is the card for today. The pencil. Write a new story. This is the Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning here. If you can take the path of bravery, and I just heard the name Penny. If you could take the path of bravery to be willing to move on bravely, then you're going to find that you're at the very beginning of a whole new chapter, book, a whole new story for yourself, okay? The underlying support here is the ball. So what I'm hearing there is write the story, tell the story in a way that works out your success, your pleasure, your benefit, where life is fun. Try to find the fun in life. So as these challenges are happening, you have a decision of how you're going to tell the story. You have the option to take of what that story is going to be for you. Will it be that one thing that fucked up everything? Will it be that one situation that caused your whole life to go down? Will it be that turning point that brought you down to the ground, down to your knees? Or will it be that turning point that lifted you up higher, that bounced down to the ground, that catapulted you up even higher with the bounce back? Yeah, with the bounce back, with the comeback. The comeback is harder than the fall down. Will you choose to stay down, or will you get up and keep moving forward? Find a story that results in your pleasure. Things are coming full circle right now. If you choose to fall down, you're going to be down for a while. But now you have great power at this time in life to choose to stand up, find your blessings, orient yourself in a blessing type of mentality, in a high vibration lifestyle. Let's see what is the general message for us and move forward with that and make that the basis for your new phase. I'm also hearing some of the reluctance here that's being spoken of in these cards is the reluctance of the old energy to leave us alone, because as this old shadow energy is lingering, it knows, the energy is aware that it is being transmuted and transformed. And so that's why we're seeing the backlash of things happening in society where people are acting out. They are still embodying to a great degree that old energy. And boy, if this reading doesn't support that message I just said. The situation today is the Nine of Swords. It says darkest fears. The Nine of Swords tells us it's time to confront our darkest fears and align with what is our truth in those instances, to align with our path, our journey. And if there's something that really is fearful for you, there's something in your mentality that is not embracing your divine in that situation. Today, a lot of people are living in fear because of what happened here in Las Vegas. They're thinking, oh no, are we safe? Is it okay? Is what's going to happen next? Is it going to be my city? Is it going to be my friends? Is it going to be my family? And it behooves us to push past the fears to find your true divine state, which is our very advice today. Darkest fears, seek the truth. Truth is our advice for today. Seeking the truth, peeling back the veil of the darkness, what the face appears to be, to peer into it, to see the bright light of the truth. What is the truth? Even this horrific event in Vegas is working out a blessing for us as a collective. You know what? It is causing people to be moved to compassion, to be moved to love, to look at motivations in a different way, to take actions that, had this situation not occurred, would not have been called for, appropriate, necessary, and even a calling within their own hearts to take. This situation has brought up a lot of compassion and love that was not coming out in another way, which is why it needed to come out this way. The energies are always, this planet is always going to bring us to what we really need. And apparently we needed some healing over our hearts to be willing to act again, just like 9/11 did, in a compassionate way for people we don't know by the first and last name, for people we've never seen and may never see again. They're human. They are your brothers and sisters. When we stop needing lessons in love, we'll stop getting these hard lessons to put us in that place of love. The target we're being brought to is the Seven of Pentacles, awaiting results. It's harvest time. It's harvest time, and so now the universe is supporting us in, as we seek our truth, we're bringing ourselves into the realization of a situation, a tangible situation that feels like harvest time, that feels like we're finally getting what we deserve. This is the way we wanted things to be. This is what we were looking for and working for. The underlying support is that of transformation, with the release card as Major Arcana number 13. And it says it's time for a major transformation of an overall situation. This is an overhaul of our mentality going on, an overhaul of our spirituality. The transformation, just like a caterpillar goes into a chrysalis and comes out a butterfly, It's a major transformation. We are going through transformation. So any feelings of reluctance that you have right now about moving forward, remember, you're in a state of transformation. It is going to be a little reluctance in moving forward into a new energy because you've never been there before. You've never experienced it before. There's always a bit of trepidation in moving forward into something new. But that's where all your dreams come true for you, is into something new. So it's uncomfortable, but get into this new energy and let it become your new comfort zone. This new energy, the new age, they be talking about new agers, new age. This new place of love. What it is that Christ consciousness, the direct download we've all been receiving for so long now. People thought that the 2012 thing was going to be the end of the earth, the end of all life. No, it was the end of all masculine dominated energies, and now we're moving into a feminine dominated energy. And so it's different, it feels different, it acts different, it requires different of us to be in harmony with it. And so from this place, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because it's a different way. It's a different way. Let's see what is going on with our financial flow today. Cecilia spoke about wanting to make a physical move of domicile and feeling like it's blocked. Well, if it's blocked and yet it's still strong on your mind to move forward, is it blocked because you are in fear, or is it blocked because the signs are very clear that the direction you're moving on is not one that you should head towards and steer your life towards? Because from my experience, when it's right for me, it comes in with ease and things fall into place, and it's on sale and it's the last one available and the first thing I see. If it's fear, then it's, I don't know if I'll be okay, I've never done this before. It's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. And it's the difference between the fear of getting on stage and speaking open mic versus going out and standing on the corner and talking to a bunch of people that are not in the headspace. One is going to be more productive than the other, but there's still fear with the more productive option. Maybe a better illustration will come out for that, but that's the best I got right now. That's what I received. The situation in regards to our financial flow today is the Queen of Coins. The best course of action regarding our financial flow today is the Three of Cups. The target we're being brought to today is the Three of Coins. And the underlying support is the Strength card. So financially, things are looking really well for us today. We're very financially creative, meaning by our vibration, by our vibe, we are bringing in opportunities for ourselves, holding yourself in that high vibration, breaking through any fears over ability to create financial flow, ability to have financial flow, and the rightness of your having plenty is on the table today. Also, for somebody, an earth sign feminine energy is going to be very important. It may be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo female, or it could be a male who just embodying the feminine archetype of this, since it's a general. Our best course of action today is going to be really peeling back the veil of the darkness through our social interactions, through the way we're dealing with each other, and also in finances, what used to be so dark, we're celebrating that it's so bright. We now see the brightness of our finances. Things are looking up. Things are looking better. We're starting to see things from a new perspective. We're starting to have that come into our physical reality with the Three of Coins being reflected next to the Three of Cups. I see that it is definitely a harvest time, and you've got the skills to benefit yourself and your community. And as you benefit yourself, understand that the financial flow that's coming to you is coming to you not only to benefit you and your family, but your community as a whole. What are you doing with your finances? What positive effect does you having a lot of finances have on the world around you and the society around you? As you can actually get in touch with those truths and reflect on those truths, it's going to help ripen your harvest, okay? The underlying support being the strength, saying this is karmically ordered. This is your strength. This is all happening because you have let your inner light shine. You have radiated your personal power. You're working with the energy of your sacral and your solar plexus chakra, radiating that out, and open arms, willing to embrace the changes, because this is a change. This is a positive financial change, willing to embrace the changes, willing to embrace the responsibility. And this is something you've been doing with strength for some time now. For somebody, you do have a Leo person involved in your life who is having a positive effect on your finances today. And they may have something to say that will help you, something to contribute, maybe a new customer, client, etc. And for somebody, you're going to start working on a project that's going to come through and its completion next Leo season. So next year, around August time, you'll be dealing with the whole culmination of a project that you're starting. And Cecilia mentions a daughter she wanted to move with is a Leo. Yeah, so finances is definitely on the table. If you're worried about the finances, it looks like everything is going to work out from this if we were to apply it to that. So let's get into our romantic love spread. Let's see what's going on with romance for us today. The general energies involving romantic love for us for today. Okay. All right. This situation is the Queen of Fire. The best course of action is the Page of Water. The target we're being brought to is the High Priestess. And the underlying support is the Page of Earth. In our romantic love life today, we're dealing with the opportunity to put our passions. Today is going to be a passionate day. For some of you, a fire sign, feminine energy is present. A Leo, Aries, Sagittarius female or feminine energy is in your life right now. This person is very passionate. They want to bring, they want to get together, do some things. They want to spend some time with you. They want to spend some passionate time with you. Somebody wants to take a roll around in the sheets with you. Your best course of action is the Page of Water, to be receptive of that love, to be childlike in that love energy. If you're involved with somebody that has children, there may be two children on the table, a water sign and an earth sign child, because the underlying support is the Page of Earth. Somebody, your romantic love life is being affected by these children. You are more keeping to yourself. You're like, okay, in my romance, I have so much passion to give, but my children are so important. So the target for me is to wait and see what comes to me and what is embodying, embracing this family of mine. For others of you, again, though, take this passionate energy you have, because for some of you, you're the one that has this passionate energy. Put it out. Put your wishes out there. There is a love connection that can be made today. For some of you, it's going to be with a Virgo person or a Taurus person, is what I'm hearing with this High Priestess, and that's coming out there again. But definitely for you, this is about you embodying that sensual energy, that receptive energy, that mystic, mysterious energy. Let some things be a mystery for a while. If this is something new, if this is an established relationship, how can you create some mystery in this established long-term relationship? Because there's a whole new slate, a whole new state for this relationship to take. There's new opportunity here for you. There's a new perspective, a new level in this relationship advancing. For somebody, in regards to your romantic love life, you're going to find out today that you are expecting a child, is what I just heard, okay? You're expecting a child. It's going to cause you to heighten, with this child, especially if this is your first child, I'm hearing, with you, you're going to notice a heightened spiritual receptivity, because this child is going to stimulate within you another activation of the heart chakras, okay? So I'm writing down some numbers on my sheet. Give me just 1 second. I'm still not looking at the screen. All right, I need some names. Put your names out. If you want a free card pull for today, put your names up on the screen. Put your names up, put your names up, put your names up while I'm looking. Who wants a free card pull for today? And you know what? If you've had a card before and you're on here, put your name up. Put your name up. Because I want to get through it. I want to get to it. It's a busy, busy day. Okay, something is going on. I'm not seeing any names. I'm going to have to bring this to an end for right now. I will be back later if I get the chance, and I will see about doing some free card pulls for you possibly later on. I fully intended to do it, but even now as I'm talking, I'm still not seeing anything come up. So I will be back, guys, okay? If you want to hold on for a moment, I will be back. All right, so we lost some folks, but I am back. Who's still with me? Put your name up. I'm still trying to get these names down. Just had to take care of something right quick for myself. But I am back. I'm ready to get in these free card pulls. If you're still with me, like this video. If something here helped you out, like this video. Cecilia, your name's on. Come on, keep putting the names up, guys. Keep putting the names up. Keep putting the names up. You can put your names up over and over again until I fill up this list. Because when I fill up this list, that's when it'll be time for the free card pulls. And if Cecilia, if you're the only one putting your name up for me today, then I guess you'll be the only one to get the pull. And that'll be fine. Shoot, I'll just give you. Angela, I see the name Angela on there. Okay. Hey, Mags. Hi, I see your hello. Let me write Angela's name down. I don't even remember what numbers I wrote down before, so that's good. You know what? I just got the idea that I'll start writing the numbers down. Sanaya, Lakia, Angela Katura, Carol. Thank you, Carol. And Julie. Okay, I filled up the sheet, guys. Let's see what numbers I had written down because I don't remember. I had written down numbers 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. Okay. So number 2 is Angela. Number 4 is Lakia. Number 6 is Katura. Okay. So those are the ones that we got for today. And if anybody has any great ideas of how I can do this whole name pulling thing or whatever that is better than what I got going on, send me an email. Go to my website and send me an email on that because I'm open to suggestions. If anybody has, just like Miss Gray, Miss Gray's suggested that I speak about the subject matter that I spoke about before our reading today. If you have something that you would really like to hear me speak about, definitely get on my page and get my email address so you can send me an email. This is meant to be a blessing to you, so if there's something I can do in the channel to help you, let me know. If you're still with me, give this video a thumbs up. If you are tapped in, tuned in, turned on, then definitely want you to be a part of this. You know, if you're tapped in, tuned in, turned on, that means you're subscribed. You've tapped the bell. You know that I'm coming on live and you are possibly in this room to get your free card pull for today. Who's in Vegas? Any of you from Vegas? Anybody in this audience live in Vegas? Because I would really love to connect with some of my Vegas like-minded peoples. I feel that there's a need for a love, peace, and happiness. Sit down. Anybody in Vegas, get with me. Get on my YouTube or get on my Tarot, LPH Tarot. Send me an email. If you're in Vegas, send me an email, okay? If you're in Vegas, send me an email. I'd like to see when we can make something happen on a love, peace, and happiness sit down. And it's not just about Vegas. It's just about humanity in general, to be honest. But in Vegas, this is really happening for these people right now, just like everyone in the hurricanes and all of that stuff. They needed some assistance, and there was an outpouring of assistance for them. And you know, the best outpouring of assistance we can be is that live in that high vibration energy. And so if we can get together and do a love, peace, and happiness sit down, oh man, that'll spread this love, peace, and happiness all around. So let's see, what is the message for Angela? Oh, I didn't even talk about how this works. First off, before I do that, let me get a drink, okay? What I would like for you to do is focus on the situation for which you would like solutions, guidance, direction, okay? Focus on that mentally. I want you to hold space for that, what's of importance for you right now in your mind. And when it's your turn, what I'm going to do is ask the same question for all three of you, which is, Love Source God, what is the solution for Angela today? Love Source God, what is the solution? What is the highest, lightest, and brightest course of action for Angela regarding what's on her mind? This one wanted to come out. Rebel. Okay. this card says in the shadow attributes, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of pure peer pressure or fashion. Now, the light attribute, which is where we're more focused, because this is the direction we want to take, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Boy, if that ain't in line with our whole reading today. Yeah. My dear Angela, it's time for you to, I just heard, be the change you want to see. And embrace that which is a part of your own divinity. As you sit and ponder on the things going on over yonder, hold space for that divine reality of the human race. And that is the true rebel, because everybody, well, not everybody, so many out there are stuck on what is acceptable. Oh, we all have to be Christian, we all have to think this way, we all have to play a party to what is going on with everyone else, dress the same, listen to the same music, blah 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 blah, whatever. Yeah, no, we don't. Be the change you want to see, my dear. There's a change within you. You have a great spiritual system that's working out well for you. And I feel that there's some releasing right now going on of old spiritual taboos. Maybe you were raised in a church with some traditional religion upbringing, and those biases are still lingering within you. It is a great time now, and the energy is ripe. I'm seeing the death card that was on the table earlier with release, for you to release yourself from that energy. You've got one foot on the ground in this tree, see? And okay, oh God, thank you, Lesser Scott. I love the way this is working right now. So my tree in front of my house, her name is Florence. She's a big old tree. She's something like a willow, but she's not quite. And one of these days, I will know exactly what type of tree she is. Anyways, she's really beautiful because it looks like somebody twisted her up, and she's something like a bonsai now. Her trunk leans like that, so I put my chair in front of her and put my feet up on Florence for grounding, because there's rocks and dirt. The rest of my yard is rocks and dirt, so I like to put my feet on the base of her trunk for my grounding. And so when I say you got one foot on the ground grounding, that's what I'm talking about. Connect. It's time for you to embrace the tree hugger nature within you a little bit more. Put that other foot down. Get all the way down with it, my dear, okay? That's the message for you, Angela. Oh, I'm sure that message had something for you that's going to benefit you. Lakia, it is your turn, my dear. What is the messages for Lakia today, Lesser Scott? What is the word that needs to be heard by Lakia, Lesser Scott? Thank you, thank you, thank you for her highest, lightest, and brightest good, for her overall health, wealth, love, peace, and happiness. What is the message for Lakia? Okay. Oh, look, Angela says, thank you, spot on, girl. Wow. Ooh, girl, I love it. Thank you, Angela. Also, if you're not supporting me on social networking, you can see some really cool stuff on there, man. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Go ahead and check it out. I love Facebook reviews for my tarot readings. I welcome you all to please go ahead and consider doing a review on Facebook or Google+. My Facebook and Google Plus reviews are read, and I do get comments from people that saying, hey, I saw your reviews, I would love a reading. Also, another shout out, I don't know your name, but somebody who's on this channel here in Las Vegas referred one of their friends to me, and so I had a beautiful phone call with the young lady who's been watching my channel. And if you're watching this, my dear, I'm giving a shout out to you and your friend right now, because that's what it's all about. It's about connections. And when we know that somebody we know on a personal level or on some sort of business level has something to connect with the other to serve the need, it's about creating those connections. Like minds are drawn to one another, so we embrace that here. Lakia, your solution is the beggar card. This card speaks to, and we're just going to go with the light attributes. It says, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So, Spiritual authority for you, Lakia, is in humility, compassion, and self-esteem. You are the child of the divine creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. It doesn't mean that you have to go out there acting like anyone else is less than you, right? But you know that. And so right now I feel like you're being brought to this place of being willing to ask for help. There's somebody that wants to help you, that is able to help you. And if you would just open your mind and open your mouth, be willing to see the help, be willing to humble yourself enough to ask for the help. It is available for you. And it's not necessary that you need help. You don't need help. But here's something about help and receiving help. When you allow others to help you, you allow them to see blessings as well. Because what we do for the other, we also do for ourselves. So it is actually quite empowering to both of you. If you want to empower someone in your life who's had a hard time of being able to provide, being able to do whatever, the best thing you can do is ask them for help and give them the opportunity to help you. Because as they help you, they are helping themselves on an energetic soul level. So that's really important for you, Lakia. There's somebody around you that as you ask them for help, you're going to be benefiting both of you, okay? So see that. That's your card. Katura, it's your turn now, my dear. Thank you, Lakia, for letting me read for you. Thank you, everybody who turns out for these readings. And these babies is banging on the door. They want me to come open a bottle of water. They're going to have to, hold on a minute, I'm almost done. Get off of my door. And stop shouting at me. I'm the grandma. You had no business shouting at me. That's rude. I will be there in a minute. Go on. When I come out, I'll be out. You hear? Katura. This is going to be your card. I just got to let them know, guys. And see, sometimes it's okay to, you got to speak out your truth. Yes, they're so freaking cute. I absolutely love them. It's just the little 4-year-old, she thinks she's the boss of everyone. You know, she yelled at me this morning. I had to sit her butt in the corner because she freaking yelled at me this morning. Oh my gosh. Katura, you got the rebel card too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Challenges authority to affect social change. Reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So, Katura, your message is a ditto of Angela's message, like quite literally. You also are going through social changes. You're going through spiritual changes. It's time for you to throw yourself all the way into it. Stop worrying about what other people's going to say about you and your belief system, your behaviors, the things that you got to do. You are in a whole different place. Be the change to see the change, my dear. Embrace your own spirituality. It's very healing for you. It encourages others to embrace the parts of them that are a challenge. I know every time I do something that's rebellish, like get up on a stage and talk about my dad's suicide, or get up on a stage and talk about my sister, or create a piece of art, or go contribute societally, do some charity work, whatever it is that I'm doing at the time, I always get a lot of recommendation, but especially that getting up on the stage stuff, I get a lot of recognition and commendation from people because of the fact that this is something that they find such a challenge to do, and they're like, how do you do it? You're just out there doing your thing, and you don't really care what nobody says, and I really admire that about you, and I wish I could do that. Well, I'm like, you can. This is your Katura saying, you can do it. Everything that I read for Angela is also going to apply to you. Angela, if you're still on, some of this stuff is going to apply to you as well. But Katura, everything that Angela got applies to you. That's why you were up after her, and that's why this card came up again, because that message applied to you. Don't get too cozy with one foot off the ground, okay? We want to be connected to all that's below us and all that's above us. If you have not watched the Infinity Grounding Meditation, then it's on my playlist. You can look it up. It's in my playlist on my channel. It's on my Taking the Mic folder. It's also in the folder for every month's Zodiac Tarot readings. So go get your Infinity Grounding Meditation on. What it's going to do is connect you to all that is above, which is all of the multiverse, and all that is below, which is all of Gaia, simultaneously. And that's going to help ground you and lock you into you and your true identity to help you move forward in this bold, rebellious path, my dear. Okay. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with all of you beautiful souls. I'm so grateful that I have words to share and those that want to hear them. And I have many things available for you through my website. A good meditation for healing. Cecilia asked, what's a good meditation for healing? You know, to be honest, that infinity meditation for grounding is going to do all of that for you. What I would encourage is, if you would, Cecilia, do that grounding meditation, do it for a few moments where you're out in the sun. The sun is very powerful. If you haven't heard, I talk about kimchi stains. Kimchi stains on the cutting board do not come out unless you set it in the sun for about an hour. Then it'll be gone. It'll disappear like magic. The sun is energy. It is healing for us. And the sun is connected to your solar plexus, which is connected to your healing and your self-power and the things you decide for yourself. If you decide that you're going to be healing and you decide that you're, first off, okay, first off, stop talking about how you're sick or how something needs healed. Instead, it is something I've been doing with the children for a long time. Oh, you're not sick, you're healing. You're healing. Oh, I'm fine, I'm just healing right now. Yeah. Just embrace that you're healing. Start there. Wearing the color yellow and orange, those two things are going to really help from the subconscious energetic level. And if you study how those colors are connected with self-healing, that will also help. And getting out in the sun and doing that grounding meditation, that infinity meditation, is going to help. And if you can shut up about what's bothering you, like literally never talk about it again, that's the most powerful thing you can do. And from that place, everything will be working out for you, my dear. These little tips and advice that I give, they really do work. You're very welcome, Cecilia. These tips and advice really do work. I get comments from people all the time. I hear stories from people. Every time I do a reading for somebody, it's a long prelude to the reading or a long postlude in which we're discussing how these things have changed people's lives. And that's what matters the most. The bank account, yeah, that's cool. It's nice to have a bank account. However, it's the affecting change in the human society that is most important to me. I'm worried about the bank account. The bank account is an automatic side effect, okay? The bank account is going to work itself out. It always does. It always has. It always will, okay? We're just getting used to this money right now. We ain't even there yet. As far as this work, though, that's where we're at. We are the embodiment of embracing one's own divinity. And that's what we exude here. That's what we radiate and empower in everyone that comes across this channel. So again, if you've not yet given this video a thumbs up to show YouTube how important it is to you, if you haven't shared it with your friends and family on Facebook, go on ahead and do that. If you haven't gotten on my social networking, hit me up at LPH Tarot on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I absolutely love the part of you that aligns with me. And Cecilia, the healing is coming, my dear. Count the blessings that you have right now, just like we started out at the beginning of this video. That applies to all things, including loss and death and transitions that we go through, okay? My website has all the details you need to move forward at lphtarot.com. There's all my other businesses on there too, and other things that I have available for you. My email address for those of you that need to contact me directly. How you get your readings by donation. It's all on lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.